Pause. Hello, my name is Pastor Gord Clark, if we've never met before, and this is our Pause devotional for Dynes Pentecostal Online Church. We call it Pause because we want you to just take the next few moments and consider something. And today, this is the most important thing you could possibly consider: your personal spiritual responsibility. We're taking it out of the book of Ezekiel, and there's an incredible chapter, chapter 18. And I want you to focus on that chapter, perhaps even read the chapter for yourself afterwards. Now, the book itself was written by the prophet and priest Ezekiel circa 598 and 571 BC. And it's a series of incredible prophecies. It talks about the justice of God, the mercy of God, the sovereignty of God, and a proper understanding of that. And I say that with regard to chapter 18. So let me give you a verse from chapter 18. Chapter 18, verse 4, it says, "For all people are mine to judge." I could stop right there. Stop judging people, and don't let people judge you. For all people are mine to judge, God says, both parents and children alike. And this is the rule: the person who sins is the one who will die. The person who sins is the one who will die. Now, let me help us a little bit. In reference in chapter 18, it's talking about parents and adult children. And that's important to understand. Again, please read the chapter for yourself. Clearly, in the chapter, we will understand that each of us as individuals is accountable for our own spiritual condition. That's what is absolutely critical for us to understand. Verse 19 says, "What you ask, doesn't the child," again, adult child, "pay for the parent's sins? No. For if the child does what is just and right and keeps my decrees, that child will surely live." Now, please understand, there are those who will take this and say, well, that was applicable in the Old Testament. Yes, it was applicable in the Old Testament. But also understand, then verse 20, it says, the person who sins is the one who will die. These people all died, ladies and gentlemen. This is referring, of course, to spiritual death as well. The child will not be punished for the parent's sins, and the parent will not be punished for the child's sins. Righteous people will be rewarded for their own righteous behavior, and wicked people will be punished for their own wickedness. Again, in the concept of understanding what God said in verse 1, that it is He who judges. Now, we're this side of the cross, ladies and gentlemen, and we cannot play the blame game with God. You and I are and will be held accountable for our own spiritual condition. You can't blame somebody else. Well, this happened or that happened. Ladies and gentlemen, you are and I am responsible personally for my spiritual condition. Now, not for what I can achieve, it's only through what I can receive. And that is the pause moment, to consider what your personal spiritual condition is with God. You can't get good enough. I can't get good enough. He loves us and desires for us to walk in right relationship with Him by His grace. And it is only through that grace that we can know God and walk with God. Each individual is held accountable before God for whether or not we receive or we reject God's grace and God's mercy. Friends, that's worth taking a pause and considering. God bless you today.